Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Geeky Collective Alt Solo Edition. It's just me today. Vita and Jim have prior engagements, unfortunately, but they will be back. I hope. Please come back. I can't do every show on my own, but I'll try my best today. We've already got some people in the chat, so that's a really good start. That's going to help me a lot today. David is, of course, first, which is... not surprising, but what is surprising, Sal, you're fifth. David claims second, and Dreamer Visions is fourth. And we got Toy Collector saying, "Have a great stream. Going to watch replay later." So that's all right, David. I'll shoot over a link shortly. I'll get that sorted. Thank you very much. But yeah, thank you for Toy Collector's already got Think In Art will show the bloody Pennywise before the pre-order close date. July 18th is coming up quickly. They have to. They have to. Because if they don't, that's just a total mess. Because people are holding off pre-ordering that one specifically to see that. And if they don't drop it, I think that would be worse than what Hot Toys does. That would just be terrible. That would be so bad. The fact that we haven't seen it already is actually quite surprising, because really they should have posted that. I would have said within the week, I reckon. Get rid of that. Work. There you go. That's done. Let's have a look. 55th, my bad. Best turnout. Yeah. It's not terrible. Toy Collect, Dreamer Vision says on 16 kit the cutoff is August. Okay, so we've still got some time if that's the case then. Hopefully we'll have to have a look later, see. But it definitely should be, we should be seeing that way before the cutoff, because then at least people will have the chance to decide what they want. Then they won't be able to. They need to see that 100%. But that's everyone. We'll jump straight in. It will probably be a shorter show purely just because there's not as many people to talk to. If David jumps in, then that will be different. That might take a little bit longer. Usually I say this will be a short show, but as Jim and Vita know, every time I say that ends up being the longest show. So maybe I won't say that. Dream and Visions is tempted with the Pennywise. I would jump on it. I really would. It looks so good. I'm picking it up. And if the bloody version looks really good, I'm even tempted to grab that one as well. That show was so good. The films are great, but that show really just knocked it out of the park. It really did. But we'll do what we always do at the beginning of the show. So we'll go game of the week. As always, I try to play games that I can when I can, but this week I haven't had too much time. I'm still on Star Wars, still between Crimson Desert. I haven't played very much of that, I must admit. A bit of Resident Evil 3, but what I did try yesterday was that Unhinged. Well, let's see if I can do this. No, that doesn't look as good. Unhinged, which is we spoke about this a few shows ago, that Netflix was doing a new horror game. And I thought, right, it's out. I'll give it a go. I love horror. It's only 30 minutes. And by the time I'd have finished it, it was only 30 minutes. It really was very short. Very interesting to play, though. So you put it on. If you haven't done this, anybody with a Netflix account, you can just go and play it. It's not very long. If you enjoy horror, I recommend giving it a go. You've got Sadie Sink. What's her name? Zoe Kravitz. And we got David. Hello, David.
What's up? What's going on?
Not too much. I'm just talking about this Unhinged game, which you should give it a go.
Harrison's had a haircut. What is going on?
I had a haircut a little while ago. I just wear hats all the time.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I am actually. It's interesting that you mentioned this because I saw this on, I think it was Facebook yesterday.
Yeah,
and I was like, this looks horrifying. I want to watch Vita play it. That's my first thoughts. It was great.
Yeah. To be fair, Vita, you would actually get on with this. Okay, I think after playing Outlast, I think Outlast is far worse.
So is this you just go on Netflix on the TV and you link up your phone? I'm assuming you need the app on both, right?
Yeah, no, so you don't. So you turn it on. It comes up with a little sort of little intro, which is like a rain, and then it comes up saying scan the QR code. So you do have to have a smartphone, but you scan the QR code. It then gets you to download an app, and it basically turns your phone into the controller. And I thought that was really cool, really different, really cool. But it's not just a case of it's got buttons. It's not like that. It turns it basically into the phone that is in the game. Right? Yeah, so like you press a button, it'll turn the flashlight on in the game, and you use the phone to aim the flashlight. That works really, really well. So it just controls. No idea. It works. And then any of the phone calls that come through go through to your phone, and you have the phone call on the phone while the game is doing it. So it's very immersive. So if anybody's played
Sounds terrifying.
Until Dawn, if you've played Until Dawn, it's very similar in that respect, where you have a character and you're choosing where to go, but you're not sort of walking around. You have to just choose arrows. For a phone game, a TV game that's just on Netflix and you don't have to download anything. It did run okay. It was very glitchy at times. The graphics aren't amazing, but then considering it's just running off a TV, then it is still pretty good. I would assume that the internet connection will definitely determine how good it runs.
I think like most things, right? Because it would be considerably the same as like the Google, is it Stadia stuff they tried to do where everything was cloud-based? I mean, if anyone's ever tried to play a cloud game, it's usually horrendous. The experience is just awful.
It's not the best
for the most part, right? So, but this, I'm gonna have to give this a go. Maybe I'll play it when me and Katie are in bed, so I'm not so scared on my own. But
honestly, it is very, very short. It is only 30 minutes, like pretty much to the minute, I would say.
That's about my attention span, so that's good.
And it's not too scary. I would say it's more thriller than horror. It's
okay.
And you got Troy Baker as well, the voice of the antagonist in it, which is always good. Troy Baker's amazing. So
I'll give that a go. It does look good though, and I'll be interested to see where this sort of stuff goes, because this really, in a way, this opens the rabbit hole for gaming for a lot of people, because there's going to be more casual viewers on Netflix and stuff like this. I mean, there's just like a well and just a fountain of games like this on the market, right? So I think that would definitely draw first blood as far as getting someone into this horror genre. So that's good. I'm terrified thinking about it, but I'll give this a go. It looks pretty good.
That's actually exactly what I was thinking when I finished playing it. People like Geo came to mind, where I know he loves horror, but might not necessarily game as much. It would be perfect because you're almost just playing a little movie, but you're just controlling it.
This sort of stuff as well, it really it's in a real nice niche where you've got like the hardcore gamers, which I would consider you and Jim, right? More casual gamers, but then you've got like that audience of like iOS games, mobile games and things like that. And this sits somewhere nicely in the middle, nested in all of that. So this could breed an entire generation of gamers, right? Because it's like you said, like an interactive film in a way, just a little bit less committal, just a bit more light-hearted. Well, no, this doesn't look light-hearted, but you understand it's like a little bit more, non-committal. I guess it would be just a bit more casual.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, Netflix already had games, but this felt like a proper game. So I could see like this, like it's been 30 minutes. It is like a little tester. I could see this definitely going further. Maybe Netflix then delves deeper into more video games. And as you say, if you don't need anything, you don't need to buy anything. You've already got a subscription, so you don't need to buy the game. You don't need to buy a system, a controller. Everybody pretty much has a smartphone these days. So it's very user friendly. So yeah, definitely I would recommend.
What was the other one that they did? It was one with Will Poulter in it. I can't remember what it was called now. That was more of like an interactive film where, because they've dabbled with this sort of stuff before, where you make the choices, right, and it affects the way the film plays out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that company that did that one is the same that did Until Dawn and a few of the other horror ones.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So
Nice.
yeah, they're good. Dreamy says I will play it on Netflix. Yep, give it a go, see what you think.
Definitely.
And Sal says science. Yeah, that's how it works. It's science makes it work.
Things. Yeah, cool.
So,
thanks, Sal.
So yeah, that was what I played this week. Thank you, David, obviously, for joining. I wasn't expecting you to join, so we do have some stuff to talk about. I think not as much as usual, but enough.
It's been a quiet week, hasn't it? There's not been much going on. I've had no deliveries, Harrison. I've had no real news to get my chompers into. I was excited. I do it every day. I open up Facebook. I'm like, right, it's always the first thing that pops up is a Hot Toys announcement, if there is one. And it was like wiping the sleep out of my eye. And it was like I'll censor myself on this occasion, some version of Iron Man that isn't even a screen accurate one. I was like, back to sleep it is. It put me right back to sleep. It did.
It did.
Iron Man collection, man. They've run out of space at this point. Come on, like it's getting silly now.
The thing that I keep getting surprised with is how many different variations of them they can think of to do. Like each one is like unique. Yeah, it's unique in their own way, but like it does surprise me how many different ones they do. But we will get to Iron Man.
Yeah,
definitely. So the first one up is Jinx. So I'll bring up Jinx's pictures. I think she's good. I just don't think she's as good as the first one, in my opinion.
I would agree with that. 100%.
I don't, and the biggest thing is the face for me. She just looks odd in this version, and I don't know why she looks odd. I like she's not crazy far off what she looks like, but I think it might be the nose. I've got a comparison of the first one, but I think it could be the nose. I do like the rocket
sculpt. Yeah, this I like in one case ever that I'll ever say it. I like the reuse here because I really enjoyed that shark rocket launcher, whatever the hell it's called, but it didn't have a rocket, and I feel like they've solved it with this one, right? Because that last one looked fantastic, but it wasn't very animated. Like it just looked a bit dead because it had nothing to plug into it and make it look alive. That would be my only criticism of the last one, which is obviously resolved. Yeah.
There you go. Honestly, computers. There we go. Yeah. Other than that, though, I do really like the outfit on this one. It's a bit more pop, like pop's a little bit more colorful, even though she was already pretty colorful beforehand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sculpt, I just don't like it as much.
It's I think with the other sculpts, I'm trying to remember what the sculpts were. I mean, there was in the original, I think the regular sculpts captured like the sadness of Jinx because it's very I don't want to say bipolar. It was very yin and yang character, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the one. So I feel like that captured that anger but sadness at the same time, and then the other sculpts sort of captured
more
that
like unhinged side of it.
The manic unhinged side. So they did really well there. But I'm not a fan of the hair either. I must admit, I much prefer the look on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's just more when you think of Jinx, that's the one you think of first, I would say. Like I do like the end. Spoiler alert, this is what she looks like at the end of the last season. I do like this look, but like I've got a comparison of the heads. I just think the first one looks better. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said there that she would have grown as a character throughout the series, right? And maybe she's it sounds it's very deep because we're talking about figures. Maybe she's a little bit lighter, if you will, towards the end of it because she sort of has that arc, doesn't she? But
yeah, she does.
Still, yeah, I'm with you. I don't rate the sculpt. I think something in changing her expression that much, something's been lost. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's just
I think it's the nose. I think her nose is a lot more pointier in the new one, whereas the other one I don't think it is.
The nose definitely looks different. Yeah. I think just the overall look, from even the series perspective, I think the original look is much superior to this last look. I'm not a massive fan of the hair. I sort of related that huge long blue ponytail with her. Like, that's what I think of when I think of the character, and I think you just have a vision of a character in your head, and for me it's the left hand side, the right hand side. I don't even remember that look on the right hand side, honestly.
No, I mean, it is not very long that she has it for, but
no,
I would say though the detail in the hair is more HD, and obviously it is the prototype, so it will probably lose a lot of that, but there is a lot of detail, whereas the first one does look a bit more sort of animated looking. So if I go back to the pictures, do you think we'll get another Vi? Because I feel like we definitely will get another Vi.
Am I mistaken, Harrison, or is the Jinx that's coming out now matched with the Vi that we've already got?
Pretty much. From what I remember. Whereas I think the one that really should go with the other Jinx is her with the red jacket. Is that right? I haven't watched it for a while.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was trying to remember which way around it was. I think, I mean, I know the two originals, I don't think they sold very well, did they? I think Vi especially was a pretty low batch. I guess it depends how well this new Jinx sells. If this sells pretty well, there'd probably be an appetite from Hot Toys there to actually release another Vi, but they got burnt on the first one, I think, didn't they? Because I maybe it was Kit or someone said this is an incredibly low batch. And then she shot up in price, didn't she?
Yeah, she definitely shot up in price after. I just think it's not very. I mean, it's animated, it's anime, it's from a video. Like, do you know what? There's so many things going against it that it's not going to be as popular as a lot of other things. But
a lot of people don't particularly like my stance on Arcane. I mean, it's one of those for me that it happened. I still look back on it fondly. I think it was fantastic. It was a really good series. But you know what I'm like with like One Piece at the moment? It hasn't stayed with me. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of those. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, but then I moved on. So for me, I look at these figures and I'm like, are people still buying? Are people still even talking about this? And people always come on my stream and they go, yeah, we still talk about it. I was like, well, I've not seen that for the last 6 months. So I think that people talk about it mostly when there's a new figure. I think it sort of fades into the distance if nothing's really going on. So I don't know. It's not like a cult status type of series, is it? It was fantastic.
So it is. It's a fantastic show. It is incredible. I do agree with you to a point where it is definitely died down a hell of a lot since like everybody was talking about it. The most I do hear now is if you mention Arcane, everybody goes, "Oh my god, Arcane! It's an incredible show. Good. You should watch it." But I still think that it's popular enough that these are still warranted.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's definitely not. It's not reached the point where it's like, oh well, no one's interested in it now. It's just
no. I think that's fair. So, and I did actually learn as well that the hood isn't attached to this sculpt indefinitely, which is strange that they didn't display it.
Is it not?
No, apparently not. No, I can't. I think someone found. Is it like secret-based pictures or something? And the sculpt wasn't attached all the time.
That could make me. That could sway me to buy it if I could see that separately, because I prefer this head. It's just hidden by the hood.
I mean, the close-up that I've seen of it in the hood, it does look better. It does capture the. When I say aura, the risk of sounding cliche, I think it captures her essence a bit better than whatever this thing is. I think it's, you know what, as well, like you said, it is the nose, but I think it's that slight grin. It just see that bottom one really captures her towards the end of the series. Oh, there's still that conflict, right? But at the top, it doesn't capture anything for me. It's just a very generic sculpt. It's odd, and like you say, the nose looks a bit too pointy and a bit too long at certain angles. And I mean,
well, you can see it's plain as day in these two pictures. Her nose here is like a tiny little button nose, whereas here, it's just a totally different. I'll be interested. I wonder if this is closer to the first one, maybe. But if we do see this, that it can come off, I'd be surprised, but that'd be really cool.
I'm pretty. I don't know where I saw it. Now, if I can dig it back out, I'll send it to you. But I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, that's cool. I'll be interested to see that. We've got Sal saying he's going to try and keep up his expert insights. Please do.
Thank you,
And
sir.
then Movie Cannon Geo's here, just dropping by to say hello. We'll catch the replay.
mate.
Hit the like button. Thank you very much, Geo. And yes, please hit the like button if you haven't already. That does help greatly. Still comes with a bunch of accessories though, which is awesome. Same rocket launcher. I think it's a pretty good version of her last look.
Yeah.
And if you if you missed out, or you do really just love this look, then
I mean, yeah, there's something to be said there, isn't there? I think they, I think maybe this was always the intention. You know, Hot Toys are pretty clever when it comes to their releases. Have you got the new Spiderman on the docket tonight? Because that's going to be a point. Cool. We can dig into that one, right? But I think it was entirely intentional, and it really wouldn't shock me if it came to be that it was that they released those the looks for the two characters didn't match at all, with the entire intention of coming back and revisiting this, and then giving the people either, if they want all four, fantastic if you're that into it, but then if someone skipped out on Vi because it didn't match Jinx, then they'll get the Vi that matches the Jinx, and then there's just more money. It's printing money at this point, right? That's all it is.
Definitely.
I think we'll see a Vi with that in mind, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, I think it'd be silly not to.
Yeah.
Because people, they this is the thing that it doesn't, well, it's strange that there's certain people that think that Hot Toys aren't watching us. They are always watching. Like, if you don't think that Hot Toys has people in all these groups that we all interact in, you're a fool. They definitely do, 100%.
I mean, that it's a no-brainer to do that. Like, it would be so easy just to have people just like keep an eye. Like, all their job literally could be, what are people are talking about? Find out what people are.
They must have an interest in it, right? Like they do this. I'd love to work at Hot Toys, but actually, no, I'd love to work at In-Art. Sorry, let me correct myself. That'd be amazing.
Wrong one.
Yeah, wrong one. Sorry, not J&D either. I don't want to work at J&D.
No, definitely not. Right. Well, the other thing would be what Jim says is there's so many other characters from Arcane that you need to do some of the other characters.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a completionist and you wanted maybe that original crew, I mean, that would be a lot. But I see Arcane as popular, but I don't see it as popular enough to then start digging into other characters. I think it's going to be one of those, like, you're going to get the two main people, and then that's probably it. They're going to move on from it. I don't think you're going to see Echo or anything like that. No,
see, that's what I thought about the Badlands line, and we seem to be getting more of that. Like, every couple of months they just sprinkle another one, so you never know. It might happen.
It is Hot Toys suckling on the Disney teat, though, isn't it? So maybe Disney. I mean, Disney as a company, if they come to you and go, right, make this, you fucking make that thing.
Yeah, right, so that's true. It is slightly different, but yeah, okay. Next one up, one that actually has gone up for pre-order. This is another 1/12 one. Resident Evil is getting just loads of love in 1/12, and it's just very sad. Jim sent me this, and I was like, for God's sake, it's 1/12 again. But we've got Kraken Studio 1/12 Water of the Dead. It's 3 figures, 234 on kit shipped, quarter 127. So if you're a 1/12 fan, you will probably like this. Let me bring this up.
That's interesting, because it seems like a good price for a multi-pack, but that's like $78 each, which is like the price of an In-Art 1/12.
Yeah.
It's quite spendy.
It's not too bad, but it comes with a lot of stuff from what I was looking at. So you got the guy in the suit.
Of course.
You've got swap out heads as well, where they transform and mutate after once you've already killed them, they get back up.
Spoilers, come on, man. Come on.
It's been out long enough. It's been out long enough.
Has it been 13 years already? Christ, okay.
Yeah, that's how long it's been. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. The guy with the chainsaw that killed me far more times than I'd like to admit the first time I played it. The guy that can one-hit kill pretty much everything in the game.
Yeah, this is the guy. You need to make friends with this guy, right? He's pretty good.
Swinging it about and then just whacks everything and kills them. But I think this is just cool. I love the fact that obviously Resident Evil, since Requiem has come out, seems to be getting so much love in all
Not
scales.
The right love, though. Not the right love.
But not the right love. It needs to be
Konami, though.
Sorry?
That's Capcom, isn't it? I'm talking shit.
It's Capcom.
It's gonna be, has to be. But then The funny thing is with Capcom is they will give the go ahead to some really egregiously shit stuff, and then obviously Hot Toys in our no decent 1/6 company even has had a shot really at doing it. When there's been a couple here and there, there's been a couple of
Hot
decent
Toys. Yeah, Hot Toys used to do Resident Evil. Like they did a few. They did Leon from Resident Evil 4. They've done some like Chris and Sheva from Resident Evil 5. I'm pretty sure they even did. Oh, now I've forgotten his bloody name. The villain. It will come to me in a minute. But yeah, they definitely.
Oh, Wesker.
That's it, Wesker.
Yeah. So that is embarrassing, Harrison. Come on, I got it, and you.
I know. My brain today, terrible. But yeah, they used to do them, and they used to do other video game pieces, but they just seem to have stopped. And we've got Sam and Higgs, and that's probably the biggest, other than a Spiderman, that they've done video game wise.
I'm wondering now. I mean, I don't know much about the Resident Evil fan base, but is it potentially the case? I mean, this is what I always try and do when I'm looking for 1/6 representation. It's like, if say the Resident Evil is a really good example, actually, so you got Resident Evil, like you got this core fan base that are really passionate about Resident Evil, like you and Jim. Like you can see it on your streams usually, like bitter or tune out while you two are nerding out for like 20 minutes. It's great, but it's a really passionate fan base. But then when you go right to the people that like the video games, cool, and then the people that like, I don't know what else merch wise that they do, they like this group of merchandise over here, and then you get like this little pocket right in the center of a fan base that would spend, you know, $400 or $500 on a 1/6 representation of something, and that number starts to shrink relatively quickly. So I'm wondering if it's like the guys like yourself that like Resident Evil are really passionate about it, but is that 1/6 market big enough to justify putting all the tooling into another Leon? I would say yes, but I could be wrong. It might just be a couple of thousand.
You're not wrong. I wouldn't say you're wrong in that. I do think that it is a smaller niche and a niche and a niche, isn't it? So it's just one of those. Yeah, one of those things, unfortunately. But if you are on the 1/12 line, I know we've had like Jill's recently, we've had Nemesis, we've had Leon's, Chris's, like there's been so many. So if you want some zombies to actually go with them, then these would be pretty awesome to add, I would say.
I love this. I've never even played the game, but I love watching clips of it, especially like speed runs and stuff. And I just like watching that guy with the drip just battering the shit out of it. Right.
It does. It's funny. And if you haven't played the game, it's really good. So I recommend playing the game.
Yeah, it seems a bit scary for me. Is there a story mode? That's the problem.
Super duper easy mode. I'm pretty sure there is. I think that's in every game now.
But I like their attention to detail in that game. Like I remember someone doing a video about, is it Ashley? No.
Yeah, Ashley.
Ashley? Oh, I got it right. Yeah. Ashley, like.
Oh wait, in this one, the girl is Grace.
Grace, that's it. So Grace, at like the beginning of the game, she's really shaky with the gun, but as you proceed through, she becomes more confident, and the guns is a bit more steady. Like I really like details like that, and Capcom are the masters at stuff like that. They really are.
Yeah.
So
and
I want to play it. It's scary.
It's nice as well, because as much as most games take a decent amount as well, especially the games I play, the Resident Evil ones are usually a lot shorter. But they're so good that you don't mind, and like they're not too short that it feels like they're short, but they're just long enough that leaves you wanting more. I feel like that's a really nice.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a better tactic, isn't it? It's a better tactic because there's been games that I've played historically, obviously not Garry's Mod, but there's been games that I've played historically where you originally really enjoy it, and then it becomes a bit of a slog. It's the same thing as a series, right? People will go, oh, we should have had more than 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. Actually, that was perfect. Knock it off there. If you want more, it finished at the exact right moment. You know, that's the way to leave things. So, no, I completely agree with that. 100%.
Yeah, sometimes that is the better way of doing it. And even if it is, like there are some times where one comes to mind, Hannibal. I absolutely love that TV show. Love it.
I've not watched it, but I've heard really good things.
It's such a good show, and it ends so well, but that wasn't supposed to be the end. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to do another season, and it just didn't happen. But it ended so well that I don't mind it being the end. So another recommendation, if you like Hannibal, if you like Mads Mikkelsen.
Have you ever watched? Oh, I love Mads Mikkelsen. I want a figure of him just because it's Mads Mikkelsen. I don't really. What was it? Oh, they did Gale and Urso, didn't they? But I don't collect Star
Yeah.
Wars anymore. What was the show Z Nation? Did you ever watch that?
Sorry,
Did you ever watch Z Nation?
Z Nation. No.
No, that got cancelled towards the end. It was really good. It was like a really crap The Walking Dead, but yeah, that got cancelled instead. So there was like this huge plot twist right at the. So I think it's like season 4, and then they just cancelled it. So we never found that.
Yeah. Oh, there was a Netflix show that I watched that did that. I think it's like 18. Oh, wow, I'm gonna have to Google it. One sec.
We've got someone in the chat, Harrison, that needs banning.
Oh, do we? Yeah. Oh, we got Jim's here. Wow, what's this invasion?
Jim, abandonment. There you go. Yeah. One of those, Jim.
Jim, the Shills have invaded. Yeah. Unfortunately. No, very thankful David joined me to
the better looking guy with a beard has joined, Jim. Your services are no longer required.
Just for now. Please come back though.
No, don't come back. Go away, Jim.
That's it. Yeah. Right. So the show is now, I recommend watching it to everybody that is watching this, but you will be left going, what? Why is there not more? So it's called 1899. It's on Netflix. It's very, very good. I really, really enjoyed it, but it gets to an end where it's like such a cliffhanger. And then I was like, I cannot wait for season 2. Read up, and it got cancelled. I was like, you what?
Yeah.
And I will never know how that ends.
That would just piss me off, Harrison. So I'm not going to watch that, because if it's really good, it's going to be annoying.
It is really good. I really enjoyed it.
The thing is, with that stuff, if they do that, at least the writers should come along and go, by the way, this is what was going to happen, guys. Just so FYI. Just give us
just a little, just give us the end so we know what actually was going to happen.
Don't be a dick.
Kit Kat Crazy, stop being mean to Jim, David. Well, I mean, I feel like Jim is now used to David.
Jim today is on the shit list. One of those for Jim.
It's unfortunate. It's I don't blame them. I understand. I understand why they haven't chosen to. They haven't just gone, you know what? I'm just not doing it today. So I can forgive them.
You don't know that.
I definitely know that, because otherwise the other would hurt too much, guys. It would hurt.
Just been abandoned.
Yeah. He loves him, really. Yes, he does. Everyone loves Jim.
Yes, Jim's
too lovable. Right, next. The one that you're excited for.
I'm leaving.
I know you really want this. We got another Iron Man, of course. So this one is Exochrome Clear version. The way I looked at this was, it's like a clear Xbox. That's how I think of it. So you just see its innards. That's how.
Right.
Because the Xbox did that. I mean, lots of consoles do it, but it's just the plastic is clear, so you can see what's inside.
Oh, is it all clear? Is it? I didn't catch that. Yeah. I thought that this was like a print on top of a chrome armor. Right.
I think it's just clear plastic, so you can just see under it.
Still shit, but
unless it is just made to look like that. But I feel like it's not. I feel like it would.
I think someone posted some pictures in the Shield Sphere. Of this one. No, maybe they were here somewhere. Can't find them now. But it looked like it was just printed on, but I could be wrong.
It could be, but it's still, even if it is just printed on, it still is made to look like that, like 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just,
regardless, right? It's
not one of my favorite ones, I must admit.
I know these are massive in the Asian markets, like they love Iron Man. But does anyone love Iron Man that much? You know, like these Iron Man collectors. I want a metric, Harrison, and you should have had this prepared. How dare you not? I want to know how many Iron Mans we've had since Hot Toys inception, because I guarantee it's more than any other character that they've ever made.
I will do the research and I'll bring that on to the next show, because I feel like that's going to take some time.
Though, does it?
No, it's definitely. It's got to be so many.
I reckon even in the last 2 years, there's going to have been more Iron Man than anything else, and I would bet good money on that. I would bet.
I mean, it would definitely be up there.
Yeah, it would be. It's got to be double digits at least in the high. I'd say at least 20 plus. It's got to be in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Easy.
it's got. I mean, it's got to be close to that because
The
it's
thing is,
if it's not an actual Iron Man, it's a 2.0, and if it's not a 2.0, it's one of these.
I see that this is the thing though, is I don't mind the 2.0s. I don't find them as egregious. Like these things, I just see as real lazy slop. Effectively, I mean, I don't know. Well, the jury's out of whether this is clear plastic or it's printed on. Regardless, and they're just reusing the molds and pumping stuff out that ultimately doesn't even make that much sense because this is something that we never saw on screen. It's almost like a because I know they did like artist collaboration pieces like
Yeah.
in the old days. This is sort of that, but I kind of think though, if they were to go down the route today of doing things like this, but go, this is in collaboration with X artist, that would be cool because you would not only pull in the Hot Toys fans, you'd pull in the fans of that artist as well, because then it's an art piece, right? And they could probably bump up the price because of it. So that's Hot Toys MO, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't understand the rationale. I mean, it's going to sell, right? But I just don't get it.
Of course. I think I agree with you where I'm happy with all the actual Iron Man, but when they do the spin-offs, some of them do look really good, and I'll give them credit. Some of them do look really good, but some of them just
100%.
Yeah,
You're right.
Some of them do just look cheap, and I just feel like that ruins it sometimes because they are so expensive. They are high-end collectibles. I've never been a fan of this style of on anything. Like on the Xbox, I never really felt the need to buy an Xbox. That's clear.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure
Game
Game Boys
Boys
have done it.
Harrison.
Yeah,
the Game Boys are elite. They're elite.
But even them, I've never been a fan of the see-through stuff.
And also, if you go to prison, you'll get TVs like it as well. So it's, win-win, right?
I'll hate that. I'll just look at a TV I can't stand. We got Display Lab collectibles here. Afternoon, mate. Awesome. Another Iron Man figure.
Yeah.
And he says the fractal variants do look fantastic, though. Some of them do. And I think there was a gold one, a black and gold one. I think the first black and gold they did, not the second one. Because I think
I pre-ordered that with Sideshow. I actually cancelled it and got my NRD back, luckily. But
that one was quite nice.
Yeah, the queues were a massive thing. And to be able to get anything off the Sideshow queue was very much at the time of FOMO. That's where the FOMO started, I think.
Definitely. The three of them on the same shelf definitely looks great. Nice. That's the thing with all of these Iron Man. Like I can imagine if you're only an Iron Man collector, your collection would look incredible purely because it is all Iron Man.
You'd certainly have a lot of stuff in there. That's to a certainty.
Definitely.
I think it's interesting though, isn't it? Because we're talking about this, and I would argue as well, Harrison, and me and you probably collect very differently also. I'm like really into my minute details. You're into your video game stuff and and that sort of thing. Obviously there is an overlap there, but I think as well, especially the Asian markets, I don't think we fully comprehend how they would collect. And I think a lot of the time people do just love Iron Man, and a lot of these pieces are it's your interpretation of the art form, right? So for a lot of people this might be the best thing ever, but for us it doesn't. It's not from a screen used suit. I guess this is like I say with some of the in-art stuff that I really love, I don't necessarily know or love the source material, but it transcends that and it becomes like an art piece to be appreciated. So I guess in a lot of ways this could be someone's version of that. So
yes, definitely. And as you said earlier, they used to do it where they collaborate with things. Like I know they did the Coca-Cola one as well. I'm pretty sure they did a Coca-Cola Iron Man at one point.
Was it specifically Coca-Cola or did it just look like it? I can't remember now.
I'm pretty sure it was Coca-Cola, but I will be happy
I remember
to be
they
wrong.
did that red chrome anniversary one, and that thing went mental. I remember that one.
Let's have a look. Remove that for a sec. I'm pretty sure, because now that will bug me if I don't look. Yes, and no. I mean, it's just a red and silver.
Yeah, I thought it was. I think because it's a lot of people do it in the watch world. They like associate particular watches with like
Possibly.
Coca-Cola, Sprite, that type of thing. So I don't know if it was the same thing. But I know there was that Disney one as well, wasn't there? Like the 50th anniversary or something, and that just went mental on the aftermarket.
Yeah. Carl says, I'm guilty for this for the Joker. Thankfully, Hot Toys don't have too many. Yeah.
But the Joker, especially Heath Ledger, like I'm all in. If anyone releases a Heath Ledger Joker, I'm there. What am I going to have now? I'm going to have the 2 J&Ds. I'm going to have the 3 J&Ds. If in our 2.0, I know I said I'm out, but I don't think I would be. I'll probably get that as well, no doubt. It's a sickness. It's a sickness.
Yeah, when it's the favorite characters, though, it happens. It doesn't really... I do think when you have your favorite, sometimes it doesn't really matter how many you have because you just love it that much.
It's true. I mean, you saw when I came up to see you guys, you saw the J&D Joker in hand, and I mean, it's next level stuff. I can't not have the bank robber as well. It's like I've got all the looks now, right? So I'm content with that until when it releases their 2.0, and then I'm not content anymore. I need another one.
Well, that's it. It's just like how much better can they get? And I know that one in particular was their first, so that one I'm sure that they can do a better job of. But
they can improve on that.
It's the same with anything from Hot Toys any company where they do such a good figure, and you just don't know how they could top it, and yet they then go and top it, and it's just a vicious circle because you always think, no, this is it. I'm not buying another one. That's it. I'm done. And then they always find them.
That's the problem. Is I know a lot of people get frustrated, especially Digging the Dream. He loves a Heath Ledger Joker, but the thing is with these characters, right, is Heath Ledger Joker especially, it is a safe bet. And this is the thing that we say all the time, right, is these companies, they understand money. That's what they understand. So they know if they release another Heath Ledger Joker and it's good, it will sell like hotcakes. Like it will blow probably the last sales target. So, they're always going to regurgitate stuff. Always.
Well, talking of the Joker, another villain in the DC world, we've got Scarecrow. So
good. I'm just going to shut my window. We've got roadworks out the front.
Yeah, no worries. So we got Scarecrow. I think this has turned out bloody brilliant, personally. I'm not in on any of these pieces, but I must admit I've been tempted a few times. Bane was really the Bane was really good. This is really good. There's really good choices for Joker now. And I think this has turned out pretty well. I really do. I think the hair, as always, is a bit softer, not as highly detailed as the prototype, but that happens with pretty much every figure now. It's very rare if the hair doesn't get a downgrade.
To varying degrees, definitely.
Yeah. But the suit, I think, looks pretty good. The fact it comes with multiple heads is great. I do think this is one of those figures that is 100% you could buy two easily and have two different looks displayed. A bit like I've got multiple Mr. Knights because I want one with the head, I want one without, and you can have one with the sleeves rolled up, sleeves rolled down. Like there are some figures where you can easily have multiple looks, and this is definitely one of those. 100%. If you love Scarecrow,
every Batman, right? Every Batman you can do that with.
Yeah. So I really like the part that, I mean, it's a bit frustrating you have to put it on him, but it didn't seem too difficult in the unboxings I've seen.
To undress him a little bit, but it doesn't look too bad. I mean, realistically, right, you're either going to have him as Crane or Scarecrow. So I think for me, this is the look I'll be going with. So it's a one and done job, isn't it? It's not that bad.
Once it's on, it's on. But also the photography on this bloody brilliant as well. They're shots.
It's that I never know the actual name, but I know the logos that they put on them. Some of these guys that I have
really good.
You had to? I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
He's really, really good.
Yeah. We got Vit is here too. And saying she feels betrayed. You should feel betrayed. We have had David on before.
He
was just very kind to offer to come on as well. So we thank David.
Also, just notice you can see my Hoover, which is a treat for you all, but I'll move it out of the way.
That's so funny. I was talking. I don't know if you're still here, Sal, but we were talking earlier, and we were joking around saying maybe I'll just go live, but pretend I'm not live, and then just do all like my house chores, clean the stuff, do some hoovering.
You could do that.
That would have been quite amusing.
It would have been really amusing though if you were like dressed as Winnie the Pooh, if you will.
Yeah,
if you understand that reference.
Yeah, yes.
Walking around.
I think that would get me banned very, very quickly.
It probably, yeah. It might get you monetized. You never know.
I don't think so. I think that would go the opposite direction. Yeah, Scarecrow. I think what I would say though, I love the likeness, but I think it's one that when the glasses are on, it looks better.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
I don't think it's because it hides anything. I just think it completes the look, just like somebody that had, like in real life. My mother is a great example. When my mum takes her glasses off, she looks weird because the glass is just a part of her face. Yes, mum. If you're watching, you know that's what I say to you all the time.
You look bad about your glasses.
Not that they're bad, but if somebody wears glasses all the time, like constantly, they never take it off. When they take them off, it just looks odd. You're used to seeing them with glasses on, so I feel like
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know
when you take them off, and I feel like that is what this is. He looks like him more with the glasses on.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Because I do think, and again, I can't quite put my finger on it, that this head sculpt is really good, and this is one of those figures that I was really hoping would be an absolute banger because it's the one that I planned on keeping from my pre-order list. And lo and behold, it is an absolute banger. I don't know whether it seems to be anything the Dark Knight trilogy related. When they 2.0 it, it's an absolute slam dunk. I don't know what it is. They just pay more attention to this line for whatever reason. But this is going to look so good with the Bane. It's going to look fantastic. And I don't think the tailoring is a 10 out of 10. I'd probably give it an 8.5, maybe a 9 at a push. I think it's a little bit puffy. I think the bodies could do with being a little bit slimmer, but I don't think that detracts from the figure at all. The head sculpt with Cillian Murphy is absolutely bang on for that period of his life. But for some reason, like you say, those glasses seem to upgrade the likeness from a 9 to a 10. I don't know what it is. Yeah. It's that it's not the sculpt without them is bad. It does something. I don't know what it is. But I think the glasses for him in this film, especially a pretty iconic look, especially because one of his biggest moments, in my opinion, is when he's with Falcone in he first shows the mask, right, and he has the glasses on until he obviously puts the mask on. This looks phenomenal. I'm so excited to get this, and I've not said that about a hot toy for a very long time. So this is. I must admit, for you to be this excited about a hot toy, it doesn't happen very often. Yeah, well, this is the dog's danglers, if you will. This looks really, really good. It doesn't suffer from, I mean, the hair, like you said, has a little bit of a downgrade, but I think we see that anyway in most because it's really easy in high detail areas to lose a little bit and it be a little bit more obvious. If you if you gain a little bit of softness in the sculpt, it's not so obvious on face value, right? Whereas the hair, because it's so sharp in the protos, you're always going to see a little bit of a drop off. But I honestly think this is such a good sculpt and such a good figure. I'd never buy two because that just goes against what I'm doing now, but it would be one that I would consider sending off for routing because I think the sculpt is that good on this one, and it's a character I love. Cillian Murphy. I love Cillian Murphy. Definitely. Especially 28 days later and stuff like that. So
he is amazing. I also love the briefcase. I feel like there's almost like more detail in this briefcase than I would expect them to put into it.
There is a fair bit, isn't there? There is a fair bit. It lets you build a little world there, doesn't it, as well, which is always nice when you can do that.
It's turned out really, really well.
But it's one of those though. It's like when people say, "Oh yeah, will it look better in hand?" No, sorry. Look at this. This is incredible. So it's either good or it's not. It's and this is a perfect example of this. Just is great. This is I'd say this is a solid 9.5 out of 10. This figure.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I can't really say anything bad about it. Even the minor nitpicks, I don't think it doesn't go so. Yeah,
literally, that's all I've got is minor nitpicks.
Yeah, it's nothing that would take away from it. It looks incredible. Even the effects piece of the smoke looks really, really good.
That looks nice. I'm hoping as well, because it's something that Mandy mentioned actually, because I had the Squid Game Sung Ji Hun, and he was like unusually weighty for a hot toy. I'm hoping this is the case with this one as well, because there's nothing better than getting a new figure and it's got a little bit of weight in the hand. It's like, yeah, this is money well spent right here. So
Yeah,
hoping that as well.
Yeah. Sal says, just get up and leave David alone for like 45 minutes. We can psychoanalyze his mental state degrading in real time. It'll be in the theme with this figure. Okay. And Akira says, a bit late. Looking forward to the rest of the show. And thank you very much, Akira, for being here. Also, catching up. You played Unhinged last night. It was so bad, but the sound was stuttery. Was maybe, yeah. I do think especially connection-wise, I feel like that's going to be a big part, especially because there are moments in that game where it's like time sensitive. There's a bar that comes up and you have to do something quickly, and obviously if you don't have great internet, I do think that would struggle with that a little bit.
Yeah. I think you can't obviously wire up your phone, right? But I think it'd be good to have your TV or your Apple TV, whatever it is, wired into the Ethernet to get the best experience.
Yeah, it does. It does recommend for the phone, right? When you set up the app, it does say make sure you're connected to the Wi-Fi for the best chance of playing. So yeah, it was good. A little bit of gaming news. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is now out as of today. Its release date is today. So if you've been looking forward to either replaying Black Flag or playing it for the first time, it is out now. I do plan on grabbing it, just not today because I haven't had time.
Assuming Resynced is remastered.
Yes. Yeah, right. but it's rather than a remaster, it's basically a remake this time.
Yeah.
Totally. The whole thing just looks totally different. I'll bring up a little trailer there. A release day trailer.
Is this an admission that we completely fucked Skull and Bones? Let's just remaster what we should have made in the first place.
Possibly.
Black Flag, yeah.
Possibly. So I haven't even watched this personally myself yet, but
this is good. So this is Black Flag. I only played it briefly back in the day, but this is like a pirate game done right, which is ironic, really, because it's not really a pirate game as such, is it? It's
no. This is I would say the first one where they branch out of Assassin's Creed and make it, because even 3 felt still Assassin's Creed like. This was the first one that felt it was in the line of like it's a pirate game first before an Assassin's game. You're still an assassin of sorts in this, but it's a pirate game. Just assassins are in it.
Control, if I remember. Go on, Harrison. Sorry.
So it's just like when you go to Origins in Egypt, you are an assassin in that, but it's more about the location, and the same with the Vikings, and the same with the Spartans. Like they very much after that just started drifting off, and it was less about being an assassin and more about being in that time period.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think it's one of the things that the Assassin's Creed franchise has done relatively well, even though I do call them uber slop, but. It does show the state of play with gaming at the moment, though. So everything that's decent and everyone gets excited for, apart from the really good stuff that's coming out, is remasters, also resyncs in this case. But this is not only a great Assassin's Creed game, but this is anyone that's got hunger for a pirate game. I feel like this is a double whammy, right? And I think if I recall correctly, like the ship controls, everything, you could literally walk around the ship and control it in real time. Which is strangely ironic, considering they completely stripped all of that out of Skull and Bones, and they've literally got the framework for it like 6 years ago. So I don't really understand how they messed it up so badly.
No, it's very, very surprising. I must admit they with this new one, it's even better because where there were points in the first version that you had to. There was load screens, so you couldn't go from an island to the ship and then go. There were little load screens here and there, but apparently that's completely gone now. So you can, it's all open world. So you go from island to ship to another island and get off and go to the next place.
They took a leaf out of Bethesda's playbook on that one. No one wants loads. I don't think the original Assassin's Creed had that, did it? And that was pretty big.
I mean, I think they've all had load screens, but this, like, if this is, I mean, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. But if it is totally seamless, that's a real big improvement.
Yeah, that's a real upgrade because nothing breaks immersion more than the bloody loading screen, right?
Exactly. And I know for the most part on PS5 loading screens are very quick, but any loading screen.
Yeah, but this is the thing: if you're sailing the seven seas, right? You don't want to be going to the next island and then a big bloody screen appears and a loading bar. It's like it sort of just breaks the fun a little bit, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Bailey here. Thank you for being here.
Hello,
Evening,
Bailey.
guys. Just popping on whilst at work. Awesome. And you got mine sat waiting at home to play after you finish work. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it because it looks like it's turned out pretty good. And
Was
got
it
great
out now?
reviews so far. Literally out now, out today.
Oh,
It was
okay. I
released
didn't even
today.
know. Was this known or is this a surprise?
It was known, but it was one of those ones where it was announced literally a few months before release. So it's not been very long since it was announced.
I mean, in all fairness, it's a pretty safe bet to remaster Black Flag, right? It's not like they needed to gauge interest.
It was definitely one of the last best ones. I still really enjoy Origins and obviously Valhalla because it's Vikings. But,
yeah, of course.
But it's not been the same since Ezio. Since 2, Brotherhood and Revelations. That's still my favorite personally.
I think my favorite is still the original because I think it was so revolutionary at the time. I remember playing it when it first came out and thinking this is like the best thing I've ever played. Like there's the mechanics of it. And I think they switched up the mechanics in a few of the games.
Changed. Yeah, they have changed a little bit over the series.
I remember it being really good. It was pretty groundbreaking when it came out. I think it's like a similar impact to like Watch Dogs, although not a lot of people like that. It did change the game in certain ways. Yeah,
Watch Dogs had the same issue that the Division had, where the first time that it showed it off looked incredible, just outstanding, and then it just.
There was a period of time where there would be at these gaming conventions like amazing CGI introductions, which looked like gameplay and they weren't gameplay. And I think a lot of people learned from that pretty quickly.
Definitely. Akira's saying Odyssey is the favorite AC game, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. That was one of the longer ones, if I remember playing. That took a while to finish that one.
Yeah, I think it is one of those that suffers from that, what we were talking about earlier, right? It's just a little bit too long. Like if at the end it becomes a little bit of a slog, you're like, right, when's this going to end?
Yeah. When you're asking when is the end, you know it's gone on for too long.
I still think I stand by it, Harrison, that if you're wanting more when it's finished, that was the perfect length. For the most part, if it's way too short, then that's a different circumstance. But
when you finish and go, hang on, that's not the end, is it? Like that's
right. Yeah, if you get to the end of the story and you're like, what? I want more. That it finished at the perfect time. Appreciate that moment.
Definitely. Yeah, we've got Doggitos here as well. Thank you very much for being here. Says, hey guys, been watching from the start but working. Glad David could join you today, Harrison. Yeah,
hey, dude.
I'm very, very happy he could as well. Okay, next up. It is very hot.
I can see you glistening like me. I tell you what though, Harrison, I did some hillbilly AC today. You get some soap and water and then you basically get like a credit card or something and put tin foil on the windows, shiny side out. It's made at least 10 degrees worth of difference. I'm telling you now, it's fantastic. So I look like a right hillbilly to all the neighbors up this way, but you know, I'm a cool hillbilly, so that's fine.
Yeah, definitely. Well, at least it works. That's the main thing. Next up, Spiderman.
Oh,
I must admit, that's kind of how I felt. Well, actually, I went through mixed emotions. I feel like I went through the stages of grief when I looked at this.
Fucking hell. You're really into this.
No, because when we had that tease, I was really excited for it. I was like, oh, I'm on the look for a new Spider-Man. I'd like an updated one. I think this one's going to be the one. And then I was like, where's his head? I was like, I want a Tom head. I want the Peter head. And it just didn't have it. I was like, oh, well, that's disappointing. So, yeah, other than that, it does look good. I do like this suit. I do think it's probably one of the better looking suits. But my opinion is if you're not doing a swap out head, why not make the advantage to get rid of this whole seam here? and stitch the whole thing in. So then you don't have to have what it looks like a swapping head.
Sounds like it might be effort on Hot Toys part, Harrison. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, true. But I feel like if you're doing a Spider-Man without a Peter head, that would make the most sense to then do a fully seamless, no swap out head, no seam around the neck. But it does scream that this is obviously not the final movie one.
Oh, of course not. No.
It just doesn't make sense why it wouldn't come with more. I think I just literally just read it. Yeah, there we go. Bailey says, definitely a second version coming. Even Hot Toys ain't crazy enough to release with one without a Tom head sculpt. Definitely. Dougie says, at least your tinfoil hat is good for something, David.
True.
We got Joe Stefan here. Thank you very much. Not including a head sculpt with this figure is very annoying and an obvious way to do a 2.0 in a few years' time. Also, the mask is inaccurate, very disappointing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's all fair. It's very small release. I think it is a bit cheaper. I know it's on Sideshow at the minute.
There's a deluxe as well, isn't there? I think.
Yeah, I've got bringing up the deluxe in a sec, but
got that. Nice.
I do. Yeah, as a Spider-Man figure, I do really like it. I just think the fact that they've done this with no Peter head, even with the deluxe no Peter head, just shows that it's going to be the actual. This is just like a tease one, but yeah, I still think you shouldn't have a swap out head if that's the case, because they could have done this as just a Spider-Man.
I find this one to be in rather poor taste, honestly, because we saw the final swing, which was branded as the final swing from, is it not Brand New Day, is it No Way Home?
No Way Home, yeah.
But we knew it was to capitalize, and the suit was very similar to what we'd already seen in the trailer for Brand New Day. So it was a way to capitalize on that hype, which as a business, I understand that. And they did give us the upgraded head sculpt as well. So props for that, right? And then they also installed what I would believe is the Daredevil body, just that stock superhero male physique body, because he'd bulked up for Brand New Day. My issue with this now is that it's now using a skinny body. He looks skinnier than he did in that last release. Yeah. It's like you say, it's still got that seam. I would be interested to see if you could remove the head as well and then put the other Tom Holland even head sculpt on this one. Not only that, it's still that same screen printed shit. Like, that's never a thing in any of these suits. Like, you see the suit on screen, it's all spandex. It's none of the screen printed stuff. And this, what infuriates me the most is obviously we've got like Bailey and Joe in the chat that are like, yeah, there's definitely going to be another one. Like, but they know the game at this point. Yeah. We have so many people joining the hobby on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. They don't yet know Hot Toys tactics. So people consistently get their fingers burnt with what is effectively just lazy fucking slop from Hot Toys, because they're going to buy this and pre-order it. I guarantee you, if you pre-order this, you will see the last iteration of what they're going to make for this film before you get this in hand. I guarantee it.
You'll see this by, I think, once the movie is out a couple of weeks.
Well, I'd be interested to see what the Sideshow thing is, because Sideshow usually give us a rough indication. Has Kit got this one up?
He hasn't got any of these up yet, so that's why I don't have prices or release dates yet. None of these new announcements Kit's has put up yet, unfortunately.
He's got John Wick up though. Oh, so Sideshow hasn't even got this yet either.
Sorry,
Sideshow got this.
Sideshow does have this. I think this one's about $250 on Sideshow.
Oh, okay. Is that? I don't know what a usual one would be.
I think it's a little bit cheaper. But it should be, because there's almost nothing in it. And who would use I know it's Spider-Man, but I don't feel like anybody really uses the waist clamps on the Spider-Man.
No, it damages the suit, doesn't it? Like, big time. I don't think it would damage the suit as much if they got rid of the screen printed stuff. I've never really understood that. It must be some way that they have to put the suit together, because a full spandex suit makes much more sense, and it'd be infinitely more posable with that.
Yeah, well, there we got the deluxe version, which at least comes with a bit more. But we got Bailey says they'll use the same body suit and they'll make a special version or battle damage version that will probably come with the head sculpt. Yeah, and I would almost go far to say that I reckon this one could have the swap out eyes. If you've seen the trailer, you know that he has a certain color eyes in this, and we're already seeing that Peter, that Hot Toys are doing swap out eyes with other figures. So I would have said they'd do 2 sculpts, but I just don't feel like Hot Toys.
No, you will get swap out eyes at this point. I think they're leaning into that now, and that will be probably the final one that you'll get. You'll get an all-encompassing Spider-Man release for this film. You'll get the 1 head sculpt, but you'll get the 2 sets of eyes, and everything should have come with the last 2.
Slightly more battle damage. Unless he gets an entirely new suit by the end, then it will be different.
True. It's very true. It's very true.
Unfortunately, David, we've come to expect that from Hot Toys, and that's why many of us are moving away from buying from them. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, saying Joe says 227 on Toys Assemble. See, it's quite cheap. I must admit.
But the Toys Assemble prices, you always need to add another 45 quid on, roughly. So
yeah, but still under 3, I suppose, for a figure is cheap these days. There's an early batch of the standard due. It's a Deadpool job, effectively. Yeah, Deadpool or the Superman, where they're ready.
It's annoying, right? Because I was looking through. I don't know if you have it, Harrison, but I have a folder on my documents called Stream, and I just put everything in there for the stream on Saturday. I had this picture in there 2 weeks running of this look from the film. You know, when he stretched out fighting Scorpion, and I wanted to put it on the stream and go, they will 100% make this look because it is such low-hanging fruit, and they did it. And I never said I've not got the clip now to go. Told you so. But I knew they would do this immediately. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is going to be coming 100%. And there it is. It's the deluxe as well.
Yeah, Dougito says, I believe Sideshow took it down the PO even after people already PO'd it. It's no longer listed for now. That's interesting.
I was just looking at that and I couldn't see it anywhere. I can only see the final swing suit.
Wow.
Is, it weird. I don't know why that's like that.
Interesting. Akira says, excited for the movie, but not excited for the figure. Yeah, I'm very excited to see this film. I'm very excited to see what goes on.
Brand new day is going to be.
And S-Beam's here. Thank you very much for joining us, Beam.
Hey, S-Beam.
Yeah, so same suit, but we've got a vest and a woolly hat, which does look good. I must admit, I do like it. No, I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't buy it for that, but it does look. I always find it funny when you see a Spider-Man in normal clothing.
They did this with Andrew Garfield as well, right? I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, they did it with Andrew. Didn't they do it similar with, I mean, not like this, but they did it with the one from Spider-Verse. He has the jacket and the shorts and the vet, like he wears clothes with the spider suit on as well.
I can't remember which one that was now.
From Miles from the first.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah,
Into the Spider-Verse. That's the first one. So yeah, it's definitely a different look having Spider-Man wearing clothes. Also, the base. Now, I like the base, but I don't like it for a base. I think as a background diorama piece that's there, it looks cool, but
this is
base. It needs to be. He needs to easily be able to stand on it, and he can't stand on it without a waist clamp.
I mean, arguably you could stand him on it technically, but not without the flight pole.
No,
in that respect, yeah, he can't stand on this solo, right? I like it. It looks really cool, but yeah, you know the quarter scale Spider-Man with the vulture wing. I feel like the bases should have a little bit of modularity to them when we're doing stuff like this. So you could, like, for instance, you've got like by his foot there, either side of his left foot, you've got like that could effectively unplug, couldn't it? And then you get 2 little plug-in bits, and then you could at least have him standing on something. Whereas, like you say, this is very limiting.
Or what they could have done is just put a platform under what that is and have it go out a bit, and then he could stand in front of it and have it like a backdrop.
The problem is, right, is how many people are going to use this, because you know as well as I do, if you zoom in on those armpits, that will get absolutely destroyed within a month.
Oh, yeah, you can't use it. You can use it if you're okay with damaging the suit.
You don't give a shit. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine, but it's a $300 figure effectively. Well, for us it would be. And
Yeah.
I don't want it. I mean, if you're no, I think even if you used it with this look, I think you'd still need, you'd still need the flight pole, of course, but I think it would still damage through that vest. Because it wouldn't surprise me, Harrison, if it would sorry, I keep saying your name like you're getting told off. It wouldn't surprise me if that actually would force this to stick to the suit underneath, like that constant pressure against it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but it definitely would damage it. So while it does look cool, and I keep saying I want more diorama pieces, I do, but just make sure you can actually stand on it as well. That's the main.
I didn't mean this, Hot Toys. You ungrateful bugger, Harrison.
I know. Every time I go this is the biggest thing at the minute. I keep having to go at InArt for was the awful bases they keep doing.
Yeah,
and then this guy does exactly what I want. But you just can't stand on it. Like I want my figure to stand on it. That's the whole purpose of the base.
They're probably watching right now. They're probably watching right now, but there's no pleasing this guy. Like
no, probably not. So yeah, no, there you go. There's a good look at it.
This is just it's unforgivable. It really is. I find this stuff so offensive when they do this. I know business is business, right? And there's going to be people that buy it, regardless whether there's another one coming. I just feel sorry for the people that don't know that, and they buy this thinking this is going to be the best Spider-Man ever, and then another one comes out. It's like the iPhone, isn't it? They make it just a little bit better. They make yours look shit. That's the name of the game,
always. Right? Yeah, 100%. So if you are watching this and you don't know about that, just hold off. There is going to be another. Yeah. There is going to be another Spider-Man, 100%. Yeah. So just maybe hold off and see what that one comes with. I mean, I would say that anyway because the film's not even out yet. So you don't know. You might absolutely hate the film. He might get another outfit by the end that is even cooler than this look. Something might happen that gives you another awesome base. Like this is a Scorpion base. Maybe there is another villain that gives you a better. But like, there's so many possibilities that I would definitely just hold off for now.
And there's absolutely no way that you're getting a Scorpion. I'm just saying. That would require a lot of effort on Hot Toys' part. I just don't see it happening.
I could see them doing it, but you're right. It would take a lot of effort. It would be quite big as well with that tail.
I think if the suit in the film is true to the comic style, I think there'd be more of a case that they would do it. But I think if it is a very, like the Vulture, it's a very Sony-esque look for that character. Yeah. I don't think they'll do it because that actor, I think he's really great. Like I love him as an actor. I can't remember his name now, but I don't think he's got the star power to sort of pull off a Hot Toy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people love him, but for me, I'm just
I think he'll be good, but I also don't think he's going to be in it for very long. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be. No, I think it's
a lot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the a bit like. Scorpion will be a bit different, but you know the beginning of Fantastic Four where they have sort of a montage of different villains.
Yeah,
just go through it very quickly. I think it's going to be similar to that.
Well, I'm wondering,
have a little bit of screen time, but less.
I'm wondering if this will ever play into, was it the end of, I can't remember which one it was now, where Michael Keaton is in prison and they meet in prison, right? And he says, "Oh, you know who the Spider is." I'm wondering if that's going to play into it at all. I'm wondering if the Vulture is going to be in this as well. That
would be cool. I would like to see him come back just because he was really good.
He was good as the Vulture. He was a rubbish Batman, but he was very good as the Vulture.
I think a lot of people would have disagreed with you on that one.
Yeah, I can hear the pitchforks. Whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say that they're after you now. Okay, the next one. Not everybody will be into this, I must admit, but every time I see one of these, I do get a little bit excited. Not because I'm going to buy it, because if I had the space and the money, I really, really would. So this is Infinity Studios doing Pacific Rim. This is Striker Eureka. They've done a few others. This is up on kit currently, 325 shipped out Q4 26. So it's quite soon. I was quite surprised.
What scale is this?
This is 1/6 scale. So they've done a few now.
Right.
And they are really good. If you've not seen the film, great film, you should watch it. But they are just so cool. They look awesome on display.
So are these suits that people would wear? I've not seen the
Yes.
film.
No. So technically, these are gigantic robots that are massive that fight kaiju. The people are normal size and they go in the head. And they control the massive
So
robot.
wait a minute, this can't be 1/6 scale then, unless it's bloody huge.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's 1/6 scale, but it's it's a 6 scale figure, but it's like what Akira is saying. It's more like 1/100 scale, but it is like it's a 30 centimeter, 12-inch figure. But
You're not telling me, Harrison, this isn't true 1/6 scale. Like, let's not do that, right? He's not here today, so
that would be like ridiculously big if it actually was 1/6.
I was going to say,
what I meant was
this isn't Jesus' suit.
It's a because there are a couple of other ones that have been made that are slightly smaller. This is so this will fit in a 1/6 scale. That's why I'm sorry, people. It's not 1/6 scale. It just will. Yeah. Well, see, Kira, do you want to just explain everything you're doing? It's scale to match 1/6 scale figures. So.
It's 12-inch. It's a 12-inch figure. It's 12-inch figure. It's fair to say.
But they're very cool. They do
add a couple of zeros onto the end, and you're away.
Yeah, they have swap out parts, weapons, light up features. Some of them. But they're really cool. I really like them.
Who is this studio? I don't think I've heard of them before.
Infinity Studio.
Which
I feel like they've been around for a while, but there is a picture of all the recent ones together at the end. There you go. So they're all the ones that have done so far.
So they've done a set of these. Are any of these actually released, or are
they all of them?
All of them, cool.
The new one. The last one was the Gypsy one, I think is what it's called.
The engineering behind that looks pretty intense. Like it looks pretty impressive. I've never actually seen this film. It actually looks pretty good. I might have to give it a watch. But
it's great. The first one's really, really good.
These look fantastic. I think it's got Jax in it, hasn't it, as well? I can't remember that guy's name now.
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam. That's it.
Charlie Hunnam.
And Charlie Day. So that's going to be a good film.
So Bailey says, now give us a true 1/6 scale. Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen. That might be just a wee big. But yeah, I love the base. See, this is what an actual base looks like. It's one that somebody can stand a figure on.
But it's no more extravagant than what InArt are doing, right? However, it's stylized, which is what they're missing. Because it's like
exactly it.
Do a small base. It doesn't have to have magnets in it. I know a lot of people want that. I mean, I don't use bases anyway, so my opinion is invalid in this case. But make it small, make it clean. But like the Lord of the Rings stuff, just make it interesting. That's all we're asking for. And
it's not hard, is it?
No, it's really not. And like the Supergirl one's a really good example because it's like it's got that lovely museum quality-esque look to it at the bottom, and then just that cheap shitty S just stamped on it at the top. Make that just like a moon type surface, just something interesting, like with the Terminator. Make it a tarmac with 2 lines on it. It's so easy.
Yeah, so it's not hard, but I think all of it. You look at the Thorin, you look at the Gimli, you look at the Aragorn, the Legolas. They all have the same sort of base where it's rectangular, and it's just the whole base is a diorama-ish base. It's not just plastic. It doesn't just look like a piece of plastic. It doesn't just have a sticker on top. It's made to go with the person, which is what this is. It's very mechanical looking. It's very it does the job. You can stand it on it and it'll look good on the display. But if you just put something on a plastic block, it ruins. To me, it really does ruin a hell of a lot.
I think there's certain characters you can potentially get away with it, and you can get away with it so much. But I think like Supergirl and what we're seeing recently, just bases generally, like Hot Toys bases, are also tat for the most part. Like I really hate those square ones that just have like that print of the film or something, or the character name or some rubbish like that. Or God forbid those Sand Star Wars ones. I hate. I had about 40 of them at one point. They're just horrific. But these bases, like a lot of people use them, and it doesn't have to be a huge diorama or extravagant. It can be that museum quality. But I think a lot of collectors, like, they almost want that base to also tell part of the story, right? Like Manny said, if it was the bus stop, like Supergirl's on her way to hunt that guy down, and cure crypto and stuff like that. So it has to make sense. I think just slapping a logo 100%. On it It's tap.
And it's like I'm looking at, so I've got my Chainsaw Man figures, which I know you absolutely hate, but from In Art, they're standing right next to me. Both of them have got incredible bases, rock bases, like rooftop bases. There's pipes and gravel, and
You're telling me the base is better than the figure? Is that what you're telling me?
they're not better than the figure. No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do really like those figures.
They Hot Toys and In Art, they flipped a coin. Was like, right, whoever loses,
who's going to do it?
Bigger.
Yeah,
who's going to make this bigger?
yeah. There are, as anime pieces go, with the 3-0. Like I've got the 3-0 in a box. And in the In Art is better. The details are much better. It's got moving eyes, so there is better. But I would definitely say it's not worth the price of them unless you're obviously a really big fan.
Yeah, this is the thing. They did it with Hermione, right? They just put the sleeves on the legs. Just do that for the arms, right? It's not difficult. Like everything else, you get a free pass. It's clothed. So, but yeah, it's a shame.
Akira saying, I believe they're die cast too. Yeah, a lot of it is die cast. Yeah.
Wow,
and it's really like, it reminds me of 3-0's Transformers in the way like all the joints are like properly integrated into the body, so they don't look like joints. They're very good. They are very good. So if you love Pacific Rim and you want collectibles, definitely recommend. They look awesome on display.
They do look really nice.
And then Beam saying, come on, a 1/6 Jaeger would only be 40 feet tall just to keep it in the dryer. Could you imagine?
If we remortgage Harrison and maybe just live in it, that's fine. We could do that.
That's fine. It is they are crazy how big they are in the film. You should watch the film. It is good.
I will. Yeah, it does actually look good. I've just never thought to.
Yeah. Just imagine giant robots fighting Godzilla, and that's basically what you've got.
Okay, that does sound pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good. Right, next one, we've got another video game piece, but again, unfortunately, it's 1/12. So we've got, this is Darksiders, I'm pretty sure it's called.
Okay, right, yeah.
And specifically, this would be Darksiders 2, because you play as Death, I'm pretty sure. I haven't played this for a long time, so I could be really wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
Is this from the same? It looks very Skyrim, not Skyrim. What am I trying to say? Those other games that are egregiously hard, Dark Souls. Is this the same?
Souls? No.
Okay.
No, not that sort of game. More like early God of War games. That's how I would describe it. We've got a Big Rib here saying, "What's up, fellas? Thank you very much for joining." So this is on kit, of course. It's $152 for him and $213 for the horse. I don't think they come as a bundle. I was trying desperately to read, and I don't think it does. I think they are separate, and I think you have to buy both, because I don't feel like the horse would only be but I could be wrong. It was just the description. I'll bring it up in a minute, because maybe you can make more sense of it, but the description doesn't sound like it comes with him. But if it is, that would make more sense. But we'll look at the pictures.
In all fairness, I'm just looking at it now, and they are completely separate. It doesn't look like you get it, because it'd be in a picture together, right?
So I've got some pictures of them together, but there are different. But yeah, I'm pretty from what I was like reading, I was like, nothing says if it comes with both or not. But anyway, you have him and the horse, which I think looks awesome. So this is him. Death. I'm pretty sure it's Death. If this was 1/6 scale, this would be a day one order for me. This not like it's everything for me. It's Death, it's a skull, it's a wicked video game. Like, it's just the wrong scale for me. The horse looks awesome as well. Comes with the crow. It's awesome.
It has movable eyes as well. Has rolling eyes.
There we go.
This is 112 is coming up. 112 is coming up. We're going to see some really cool stuff in the next couple of years from 112 scale companies. Yeah,
you've seen it with In Art as well. They're doing loads of that stuff. Action now, because they're not 112.
LPZZ as well. They are smoking In Art. They really are. So they're doing really
with their what's it? The metal one, well, the Joker.
The Batman Who Laughs.
That one. That's so good. But like this, it looks awesome. Like that almost looks seamless there, even though it's not.
I thought
There
it
is a
was.
joint right there. There's a joint.
Oh yeah, I see it, but it's very well hidden. It's very, but I feel like in-art coming onto the scene. I don't want to glaze in-art on this, but in-art coming onto the 112 scene as well. Everyone else gone shit. Right? Okay, well we better buck our ideas now. There's a new kid in town.
Exactly what happened with Hot Toys.
Yeah, I thought that's only ever a good thing though. Like, and if someone comes along, and I hope someone comes along and smokes in-art at some point, because then I'll go, well, shit, we pull our finger out again. It's only ever good for everyone when this happens, and this looks fantastic. This is a result of people coming onto the market, and you can't rest on your laurels anymore. There's so many companies fighting for your wallet that it's only good for us. It's only good for us.
Definitely. Yeah, weapons look awesome. Yeah, he just looks so good. If you haven't played the game, it is a bit older now. I think there's even ones after it now. I think there's a Darksiders 3 now. I haven't even played that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is actually.
Yeah, but it's pretty awesome. If you're a big fan of this, I would buy this. If I'm
I don't know the game specifically, but he sort of needs that horse in my opinion, which is a shame because I'm looking at it now, and the figure itself is 152, and the horse is 215, I think it was. Yeah, no, sorry, 213. But it wouldn't make sense that they give you him and the horse for another $50. So it is two separate things. So that's pretty spendy for a 112 scale. So,
definitely. But you could get just Death and just have him.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know how integral the steed is, but the steed does look really cool. Really cool. It's got a lot of effects and stuff. But yeah, for 112, I mean 300 for a 112 set, it's not terrible, but it's not the best.
It's definitely on the pricier side.
Yeah, if you got two in-arts, that'd be like $200 at a push, right? So it's a bit, yeah.
Akira's saying so much cool 112 stuff. Yeah, there really is.
Yeah, I mean, I've just sold all of mine to be fair, so.
Yeah, you did. I was very surprised.
I've got two left that haven't sold, and I cannot find the box for the original Christian Bale Batman. I can't find it anyway. I'm still hunting it down. So I've also lost all the accessories. I know there's somewhere in the house for my Book of Boba Fett. Like I'm trying to sell that as well. It's in a little Tupperware somewhere, and I remember thinking, "Oh, I need that because I'm going to sell that figure soon," and then it
vanished. Yeah,
the earth swallowed it. So
always happens.
That's reappear.
So yeah, okay. Next, we've got unfortunately some more sad news from Sony. Unfortunately.
Oh yes.
So I've got our Sony digging a deeper hole. Your accounts are not safe. So basically, there's now a clause in the contracts. Oh, got way along. Basically says that if you have not used your account for at least 36 months, we may take steps to close the account. They will contact you first in 6 months before, and then if you don't reply, your account will be closed and everything on it will be gone. So the fact that we've had last week, we had if they lose a licensing, we just take away your movies that you've bought and we don't give you any compensation.
Yeah,
then we get the from 2028. The only way you're going to be able to buy games is digitally, and then that goes back to what they just did with the movies and go, well, if that's the case, what happens if you then just want to delete my game? And now it's just even your account. If you just don't turn it on, maybe you go away. I don't know. You go abroad. You go in the army. There's so many different reasons where you may just not play your PlayStation, and then they just go. Maybe you lose it. Maybe you do other things. You put it away. You just don't want to touch it for 3 years. You shouldn't have to be worried that you're just going to lose everything because you decide not to play it. I think that's very bad.
It's a double-edged sword, and interestingly, I have a different take on this because I work in IT and I know infrastructure such as this. So the inherent problem with this sort of stuff, I mean, the company that I work for is nowhere. I don't think any company in the world is the size of Sony. Like Sony is ridiculously big. So all of the infrastructure they have in place to store all of your information, I would love to know how many PlayStations are active on that. I can actually Google it. So how many PS5s are active today? That would be an interesting metric, wouldn't it? See what AI says. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the Sony's PlayStation Network operates with over 125 million monthly active users. That, even if they're only storing your bank account details, so your bank account details, your name and address, and all the stuff you guys, if you game, you know what you've plugged in, right? Even if they store that information, and even the information behind what games are linked to your account and all that infrastructure, 125 million users is huge. That's much more than the size of the company that I work for would see. And storing all that information comes at a huge cost, comes at a massive cost. And obviously Sony can swallow that because they're Sony. But I do understand where like you're coming from, Harrison. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about your account just being deleted and everything associated being gone. I think a better step here would be to potentially, if the occasion where you've gone 36 months and then you've had the email and you've got another 6 about actioning it, if that is the case, they could store something. They could at least store something. What they're doing here is going gun-ho and going, right, we're just going to delete it. What they could do is store a simpler version of that information and go, right, this is Harrison, he's got these games linked to it, and almost store it as what we would refer to as a string of information, which takes up very little data. And then when you do decide to log back in, it can then just generate everything back again and go, right, we know what you're associated with, we know what games you've got. But I think we've seen from Sony recently that, quite frankly, they don't care. And it is very much a company that's gotten way too big for their boots. They know they're invincible to a degree because you're not going to just not play GTA 6, right? That's not going to happen. You could boycott Sony all you want. As soon as that game drops, I guarantee you'll be on it day one. Guarantee it. Yeah. You'll dig that PS5 back out. So I think we've got to the point now where they're untouchable. And when a company is untouchable in this respect, they start acting like shit. That's effectively.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I think they're getting to the point now they don't really have a competition in this market. Like, Xbox has really dropped. I know that they're trying desperately to come back, but everyone is on a PlayStation now these days. So it's very much, and you think, like you just saw with GTA, they literally announced they're only doing a digital version, and then they make billions from it. Like, it's not like, I know that we said last week that it's not connected. Like, they didn't do it because of GTA, but they definitely saw what GTA did and what Rockstar did and went, if they've just managed to make billions knowing that it's only digital, we can do the same. Once one does it, all of them do it. And now if Sony does it, Microsoft will do it, and then Nintendo will do it. If there's a way to save money and make more money, they're going to do it.
Yes, it's once the big boy starts that shift in the market, everyone will follow. And it's something as simple as, like, remember when Apple removed the headphone jack, everyone mocked them, and then everyone did it, right? So it's like you do see the shift, and they go, oh, wait a minute, they're onto something here. We can sell wireless headphones to these suckers. And that's what you see. And it's big business. Like, you can't, like, Apple again is one of those companies. I don't think they're quite as bad as Sony right now, but it's one of those companies that are just an unstoppable force. So it doesn't matter if you could you could burn your PS5 tomorrow, and there'll still be 124 million such and such people that will sign up on day one for GTA and play the hell out of it. But I think with the game stuff, especially, like, not actually owning your games, one, if buying isn't ownership, piracy isn't stealing. That's a standpoint I stand quite firmly on. And not only that, if they can take it away at any point, there should be a metric wherein if you can no longer play something you've paid for, you get at least a partial refund.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Even if it's only a few quid. Like, you bought a game 4 years ago, right? You've played it for 200 hours, and now we're losing the license for it. Okay, fine. Then give me £3 back. I paid 40 quid. Just something. Yeah.
It should be. I think it should be substantially more. In the end, you paid for an item. You should be able to always play it no matter what. Like, I think Anthem was the last one that I saw that got
a little bit
off.
Pretty good.
And it was pretty good. And I didn't buy it at launch, but for the people that did buy it at launch, they spent a lot of money to buy that, and now you just can't play it. And I feel like that's wrong. It's just.
I think The thing is, though, right? Then this makes me pause for thought sometimes when I see this argument. Is I do really feel like we're focused on the wrong problem. Like the whole discless thing, I get it. Like we're so attuned to having that physical item, and obviously you can trade that in, and that comes with its own perks. But that game hasn't been on that disc for a while now. Like some of the carts you have with Nintendo. So I saw someone post a video about, Nintendo Switch still got physical media. Yeah, it's physical in the sense that you can touch it and hold it and put it in your console. It's got Soddle on it. It's got a code on it that then connects their services, right, and downloads the game. So when they remove the game, that disc and that what do they call those little things? Cartridge are useless. They will do nothing because the game isn't available to download from the server anymore. Yeah. So it's not so much that it's discless; it's the fact that you don't own shit when you buy it. That's the problem.
At the moment, though, it is that's the difference, isn't it? Is that if you buy a physical, while it technically is a code, it's an infinite code, because no matter how many times you put that disc at the moment into a console, you'll be able to play that game. You'll have to install it, but you'll be able to play it. Whereas if it's just a code and you buy that game, that's it. You might as well throw it away because you'll never be able to use it again.
I mean, they can technically stop you using that disc in the future, and that is a problem in itself. But at least with the disc, if you buy GTA 6, you go, this is a pile of shit, which is unlikely. But if you did do that, you can then take it to CEX and go, right, well, what would you give me for this? There's some inherent value there, right?
Exactly.
The problem is discs, a lot of the time, you'll go into CEX a year after a game comes out and it's now 20 quid. You look on the Xbox store, the PS5 store, and it's 70 quid still. So it sort of creates a monopoly. That's the problem.
Definitely. Yeah, it's terrible. I hope that, especially with the discs, I hope that that Sony will put out a statement soon and just say, look, we've listened to feedback, we understand, and just scrap it. I think that will, because they've been getting like so much good over the years compared, like I remember the whole Xbox, when Xbox was trying to do this, and then Sony was like, well, this is how you share a game, and they literally just made a mocking and handing it over. It's like, you've got all that goodness with your consumers and the people with your products, and now you're just losing it all quickly.
There was that video that I saw, actually, I think it was earlier today, of the CEO going, with the PS3 or the PS4, I can't remember which one it was now. They were like, the user buys the game and they physically own it. So it's like the point where they're trying to get people on board and play the good guy, and then you turn around and they've got like the shotgun in the back of your head. Right? It's just
pretty much
behavior.
It's awful. Beamer Green, no more disc is stupid.
They should have the base game on it. And I know some people have said, the base game now is huge. Yeah, we've got discs that are huge. We've got like 8 terabyte SSDs now. Like, do me a favor, we can do it. Just like the game.
It probably costs more though. Like, they probably could get it. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head the data storage on a 4K disc, but I'm pretty sure it's quite a lot. But I still don't even think most games would fit on that.
The problem is, right, is if they're saying it's a technological issue and they can't do it, one, that's a damn lie. They could definitely figure it out. Secondly, people are crying out for physical media, especially now, which is weird in 2026 that we're seeing such a desperation for companies to shift to all digital, which makes sense because you take any costs out of it when it comes to distribution. Like, there's zero cost in distribution, which for them is probably saving millions upon millions of pounds, dollars, whatever.
Big time.
One thing that does baffle me, and maybe you can help me with this, people pre-ordering a digital game.
Makes no sense.
Confuses the hell out of me.
It doesn't make sense.
Like 50 copies, and he was like, I'm going to distribute these off. I was like, mate, that's not how it works. You've just spent
it does. We said this last time. Jimmy was the same. There's no benefit to pre-ordering a digital game because you're not getting anything. So for example, there probably is a pre-order bonus of a skin of some kind. That is usually a pre-order bonus, but there's no need to do that, because technically if I pre-order it the day before it releases, that's still pre-ordering it the day before release, so then I'd still get it.
Put it out of stock or something on the Xbox store or something?
No, you can't. I mean, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen a digital
Must
game.
have been a troll post on Facebook.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It just doesn't happen. No, it's not like figures. You don't need to pre-order a digital game. If you want a collector's edition, with like a steel book and a statue and stuff, yeah, pre-order them because it's lots of physical stuff and they do sell out pretty quick when they still make them.
I mean, more importantly now, though, if you do want those things, then fuck you, I guess, because you're not getting them.
No, well, that's true.
Suckers.
I mean, even now there have been some games recently that like you get the collector's edition, and the game is a code. There are some of them that the codes.
They did that with the Wukong. Even the in-art set had the digital code, didn't it? It didn't have a disc. Yeah, I remember that.
So some already have done it.
Because on the Switch too, I think I bought the GTA Definitive Edition because I thought that'd be cool in bed, just playing San Andreas in bed. That'd be awesome. And I picked it out from Argos, and it was like code only. I was like, why? Yeah. Why do I want this bloody thing? I looked on the Nintendo store, and it was even cheaper on there. So I just took it back immediately. I don't get it. Why do I want a bit of plastic case? Like,
no, see, I am a physical media person. I do buy Blu-rays, 4K. I'll get steelbooks. I will usually always buy my games physically unless it's just a game I haven't really thought about or it's on a massive deal on the store. It's been out for ages.
Yeah.
But usually I will try and buy the physical. So yeah, I hope they change it. So, and as Beam says, greed destroys everything.
So. This is the thing, right? Because you think not only are they going to save, I would say, tens of millions, if not more than that, in distribution costs, but then you think they will only have to build one SKU of PS6, no disc edition, nothing like that.
If they don't change it, that is 100% what's going to happen.
Yeah,
because then you've already saw that with the Pro for the PS5. It comes digitally and you have to add the disc drive. So that was the first step.
I honestly, I don't want to be a bummer or a Debbie Downer, but Sony are just so unstoppable. I don't know how this is. I hope they do put in a retraction and they do, pull their head out of their backside, but I do think it's going to go all digital. It just makes, from a business standpoint, it makes way too much sense. And that's the sad thing, because they don't give a shit about your nostalgia or the fact that you want to collect the discs and you enjoy doing that. They don't care. They care about that, right? So the reality is, like I said, people will still buy. They can boycott all they want. As soon as as soon as the PS6 drops, you'll have people lining up to buy that. GTA 6 drops.
Oh, it will. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's just very sad.
Or you could be a real man and get a PC. And then
I knew you were going to say that.
You can stop worrying about Sony and you could just give them the finger, right? And you could play GTA 6 in 2028 with me.
Yeah, I was going to say, and wait in a few years' time. So, right, I think this will be the last figure of the night. So we have Mr. Wick. I do have some comparisons, but I'll bring
I always have to say Wick now, as you know, the character with a gold tooth. Was it the last film, Mr. Vic? I always have to say
Vic,
like that.
Yes.
Now. Yeah. It was John Vic. Yeah, I love that character. That was good.
He was so good in that. I love the series.
I love that guy.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, he's a very good actor. He's the new.
But yes.
Go
on. So we got the artisan edition of John Wick from Ballerina. I would say, just from these pictures, I think that his hair as an artisan is probably the best they've done so far. Especially with the hairline. If they can do that hairline, then maybe they're going in the right direction. It's looking much, much better. I have been worried for a while, but their Luke that they did look really, really good. Their prototype. This looks really good. So maybe they are improving, fingers crossed. But yeah, I do think it's really good. I think we've had a lot of John Wick now. We've gone from 1 to like 4 and possibly more. So you've definitely got a good choice. And as I said, I've got some pictures to compare, but this is arguably the best Wick of this style now that you can buy, with the hair down, the longer hair. It does look really good. The base is great. It's a diorama base, but stupid nameplate. I do not know why they do that nameplate on that. It's just awful. I'm not a huge fan of the all black suit, so I've got the John Wick Chapter 4, and I've got it. I like that because it's got the white shirt. I do like that.
I do like the all black suit, so it's pretty clean look. I do like
it. It's definitely John Wick's look.
And you can't see blood. on a black suit, right, or a black
That's
shirt.
true.
I mean, yeah, he's dressed for the occasion.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't, other than the silly base with a silly nameplate, I don't really have much to complain about this at all, really. I think it looks really good. I think it looks spot on to him. Maybe the head is a tiny bit big in some pictures, but I think that's picture dependent because, like, there it looks all right.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. It might be
But in that one,
slightly
it looks a bit.
Yeah, I think it might be slightly overscaled. I think it's when you can't see the neck as well. That's not going to help.
Yeah.
Because you can't see the neck until in that one either. Where's his neck?
He doesn't have neck. It's just head and then shoulders.
He's a tortoise.
Yeah.
Fine. And this looks, this is great.
It does look good.
This was the first artisan for a long time that I've been tempted by. The only thing holding me back from this one is that hair. Like, the amount of times that we've seen an absolutely grand slam home run of a prototype artisan, and then it releases, and one of the only things that lets it down is the shit hairline. I hope this doesn't suffer that. I hope they do improve, and this would be one that I'd be very tempted to pick up because I do like John Wick, and this is not that the other ones have been bad by any stretch, but this is the first sculpt Hot Toys have done for Keanu Reeves where it is 98% there. 98%. The other ones have been in the 90s, maybe the high 80s, but this is 100%. This is Keanu Reeves through and through. Like, every angle that you see here is Keanu. 100%.
100%. If you so if he is up on kit for the people that use kit, obviously, I don't know, I can't believe I haven't had this up the entire time, but you can use code Viking for $10 off. But he's 576 with kit. But to be fair, kit does put the prices up, and he says he's put the price up. It's more, I think it's more difficult for him to get hold of this.
I think it's a bit of a pain in the arse to get hold of these things, right? It's not quite a distributor job. It's like the granny's secret base.
I think, it's something like, it's definitely more tricky. So he definitely puts the price up for it. I haven't had an artisan since he's now been getting them. There isn't one that I've been tempted by, but I would, when I was doing the comparisons of prices of buying it directly, like say from Sideshow and getting the postage and the imports, it's not far off anyway. So
and I would rather put that money in Kit's pocket than
exactly
government.
100%. So if there's a future artisan that I do really want, I will go through Kit just because it's so much easier, so much simpler. But yeah, this I'll bring up a comparison. So we've got great. I've just put that banner up and now it's in the way. God's sake, Harry. Right.
Damn it, listen.
John Wick 2. So I've put it in order of release. So John Wick 2 was first, 243. These are all Sideshow prices. We got John Wick 4, 275. John Wick 1, 285 for sculpted, and then 400 for the artisan.
That's a big jump for a figure where it doesn't make much of a difference, isn't it? That's quite
big,
mad.
Yeah. And then 405 for the latest one, which from what I've saw sold out pretty quick.
It did, very much so.
Really quick compared to other ones recently.
Yeah, Will did a stream and it was for about 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah. And usually, I mean, recently, other than a couple of like John Wick, it's usually they're still in the afternoon, even to the next day sometimes. So one thing when I was looking at all these pictures though, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. Like chapter 2 is showing its age a bit, but it still looks pretty good.
For its time, 100%.
John Wick 4 I think still holds up. I've got that one still. I still really like it. Chapter 1 I think personally is my favorite, not only because it's my favorite film, but I really do like the turtleneck look. Just something about that. But arguably, like the new ballerina one is the best. So we've got his faces. So in order release 2, 4, 1, and then ballerina. I do think ballerina is the best. I think chapter 1 is very close. I think
the likeness definitely it's definitely a chronological order in that picture there. The likeness does get significantly better as we go along. The chapter 4 one's really good. There's always been something about that sculpt that I can't quite figure out. It looks like Keanu, but it doesn't. There's something that throws me off, but I don't know what it is. It's still a very good sculpt though, but chapter 1 is good.
The only thing I would say is it's weird that you say that, because that's the only one with a slightly more expressionable face and his mouth is open, whereas the rest of them are all just mouth closed and just sort of a neutral expression.
They do seem to struggle with that, don't they? When they do an open mouth sculpt, it does for some reason throw something off.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it does almost
it's odd.
every time.
But that ballerina one, if that doesn't see a downgrade and the hairline's decent, I'll pick that up, because it does look
very
really
good.
good. It does look really good.
Yeah. No, I hope that this is a sign that Hot Toys have listened, and now we're going to be going in the direction of every artisan is just really good. And then people, like, for example, me and Shane, we always say both got waiting for Bucky, and we're both worried that it's going to turn out bad. We shouldn't have to be worried.
I hope it doesn't. Yeah, you shouldn't have that. And we've discussed it before, right? It's multifaceted. Like, is there going to be a downgrade in the sculpt? Is there going to be a downgrade generally? Will I get a decent copy? This last one, that shouldn't be a thing. Will I get a decent copy? They should all just be, you're paying 400 quid for a figure. They should be pristine perfect when you get them, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally agree. You shouldn't have to worry at all, ever. No. It should be a case like, if you're ordering something, you go, I know it might, like we all know, it might not be exactly like this. There might be a slight downgrade, but it should be as close as humanly possible to what I'm seeing.
It should still be like, even if there's a downgrade in the sculpt, like we see it often, and it's just it's part of the course in 1/6, right? It's just the degree that the downgrade is variable, but there should never be, even if the likeness for the ballerina one fell off a tiny bit, the hair should still be perfect. Right, there should be no question there. It should still be premium, even if there's been a bit of a degradation. If the likeness of the sculpt is degraded, there's a word there somewhere that I'm missing, but yeah, you understand. It's,
I know.
It's a difficult one, and I said to Man the other day behind the scenes that what I'll likely do is I'll wait for someone to get bored of the John Wick ballerina one, and the best thing about a used figure is you can zoom into the hairline and go, is this a decent copy? And then just
that's true. Yeah. And obviously Hot Toys doesn't seem to be slowing down with John Wick. So I'm almost certain they've done 1, 2, 4 and ballerina. They'll do a John Wick from chapter 3. Parabellum, I think that one's called.
Likely. Yeah.
They will do that, because then they've done every single one, and I reckon they'll do a John Wick chapter 2 2.0 eventually, because that one's the oldest one now. So I don't think this will be the last John Wick we see anytime soon. But at the moment, I would say that is the best John Wick you can buy. I would say even over J&D's one. I think this is better than J&D's version.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I was talking to Will the other day actually, and we was pretty much agreeing that this likeness, and it's rare for me that this likeness of John Wick is better than the J&D. I do feel this is very, very good. I mean, I'm looking at that picture on the right hand side there, like that looks like a still from the film. It is that good. So.
Yeah, I do agree, but I do think there is still an argument for the chapter 1 one. That one's not out yet. It's still on PO. I still think that's got a unique enough look, and it's different enough.
I think the difficulty with that one is the sculpted makes infinitely more sense than the rooted, because there's no worry there about the hairline, right? Because it's going to be sculpted, and there's so much product in the hair that you're going to notice a difference from 2 feet away. Probably not.
No, exactly. I went with the sculpted for that very reason. I didn't see the need to get an artisan version, because it just didn't look different enough. Like, you didn't notice it. So
I would really like the ballerina one though. I'm even more tempted than I was before.
Yeah. Wow. Beam says my favorite likeness thus far, Akira. I caved in and put a PO down on Toys Assemble for Mr. Week. I don't blame you at all. Big Rib wishing SBM a happy vacation. I hope you're enjoying your vacation, SB. Nice. We've got JBP Collection. Thank you for joining us. Evening, guys. Just joined. Chapter 1 is the best in my opinion. If I've missed your opinions,
I think it depends which film is your favorite, right? Like, I prefer the look for
and
John
also
Wick.
the look.
Yeah, I like the
length of hair.
And I like the natural curtained hair that he's got. I prefer that look myself. But yeah, both are fantastic.
Akira, the J&D made a really good John Wick. Oh, John Wack. Yeah, yeah, because they did the double pack, didn't they? They did chapter 1 and chapter 4.
Oh, did they? Because you can get them separately as well, I think. But
Yeah, they probably
yeah.
you probably can get them separately, or you can get one of them separately and then one in the double pack. I don't know how they did it. It's too much money for me.
Jay and Who, but come on now, that Two-Face, that is gonna slap. You know that's gonna slap. That's coming out day one.
I've always said though that characters with, because they made a big thing, didn't they, J&D, when they were coming out, they were doing the skeletons inside the body.
Yes, yeah.
They almost make the most perfect sense. Like Two-Face, if you make it so it looks like the skull is actually it's set in from the, like, that would look incredible. Same as like if they could do the license for a T800 Terminator and get the actual depth to the endoskeleton underneath. Like those are the ones, if you're doing silicone with skulls underneath, that would make a lot of sense to do it that way.
I get excited. I envision, like, because obviously I've got my display back here, and it's like I said to you before, it's like little pockets. I'm just imagining like Scarecrow, Bane, and that Two-Face in the display.
It's going to be very, very good. Very, very good.
Beauty.
So, but yeah, that's all our news for this week.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We did. I think that took just about the right amount of time. 2 hours we're at. So.
2 hours is a perfect length for a stream, I think.
Yeah. So thank you very much, David, as you jumped on with me. I do really appreciate that. As always, we've got live Q&A. So if anyone's got any questions for me or David, you're welcome to throw it into the chat. And then we'll do Through the Lens. I did actually pull out the camera this week and take a picture. So I do have one for this week.
What camera do you use out of interest?
It's a camera called my iPhone.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that made by Apple, that one? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's made by Apple. Yeah, all my photography I ever take and edit, in like all my like taking and editing, I do everything on my phone.
Well, I mean, that begs the question, what iPhone do you have?
I think my current one is a 16 Pro Max currently.
Yeah, I mean, the anything Pro Max from Apple, even as far back as I'd say the 14 and the 15, you can't really go wrong. I feel like cameras at this point on smartphones have just sort of like hit a bit of a plateau where every year now they just go, look at this new fancy number. It's like 10 more than the last.
Yeah, and it like there's slightly different variations in like the focal length and stuff like that. So
don't talk to me about focal lengths, Harrison. No.
But I did Barbosa this week. I finally got around to taking pictures of him. There's other ones on my Instagram, so if you want to check that out. But it is such a good piece. It's so good.
This is people have said it before. This is in art. This is in art quality, 100%.
Big time. Yeah. And in ways, not to be mean, but in some ways, I think it was even better than in art because there are things that they did with this that even in art doesn't do. Yeah. So like the wrists, the hands, all the hands cut off at about here. Not up here. They all cut down, so they go over the sort of the ball peg, and so when it's coming out of the sleeve, you don't see a joint.
That upsets me. Yeah.
The base isn't a boring plastic base. It's quite a nice sort of diorama, sort of ship base. It's quite nice.
But are these doing the same thing, right? Where they come out the gate absolutely swinging, and then they start to, pivot off there a little bit.
Rooted, you got rooted hair, which I would say is just as good as in art hair. Like the quality of it looks the same. The rooted beard, for the size of it,
on yours looks flawless.
Yeah, I was lucky. I didn't. From what I can, I can't see any glue in mine, which I know some people do stuff
right on this picture. You'd probably see a tiny bit, but I mean, it's dirty like pirate, right? So,
yeah, exactly. Moving eyes. Metal weapons, like it's
the eyes have a lot.
Nice.
I don't know how much you've messed with the eyes in this picture, but the eyes have a lot of depth here, and I love like the yellow to the whites.
I can show you and see if I can bring it up. I can show you my stock image. I did this last time for people. Get rid of this. Where is it?
Oh, thanks, Bailey. Bailey said, "Awesome stream, guys. Very kind of you."
Thank you. Can I bring it up? Where is the original picture? Dun, dun, dun. Is that the one?
Oh shit, that's really. Oh, sorry, Spain. That's really crap. I'm surprised as well because this company, I didn't appreciate that they did another round of POs at a higher price. I was like, that's a little bit shitty, but
Yeah.
right.
Okay, here you go. This is the stock image.
This is where it looks like a third-party release. Come on, how much shit did you do?
I changed loads of it. It's just
Factory Entertainment. What have you done?
Where is my bloody share screen? Window. There you go. There you go. That's the original.
I mean, I would argue, not to speak on your photography, this looks even better as standard.
I must admit, I love just playing with pictures. I've said it before and I do it. I love just editing stuff and playing around with it.
But I was expecting that the depth in the eyes to be mostly your editing, but it's not. That's actually very impressive.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the highlights in the image, but the original figure is really impressive. It's a really good release.
Very good. Yeah, Bailey, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. The store I ordered this from went under and I lost my PO. Couldn't pick him back up from kit. Still, man, that sucks. Could you not? I mean, I suppose it was too late for that second batch as well.
Yeah, I know they did quite a bit as well, didn't it? So it
did jump. It did jump a little bit.
I think eventually, though, I think we see it with everything, right? Eventually, the price of this will start to drop on the secondary market because there's going to be people that really wanted it, and I think there's a lot of people that would have bought it for hype, and they will eventually start to drop off and start selling. So you'll have an opportunity. These things are always out there in abundance in some form. So
I think you're right. I think if they didn't do the second batch, I think it would have gone the other way. I think the price would have just kept going up. But because they've done a second batch, I think
they saw that and were like, man, come on, let's make some more cash money. Yeah, 100%.
And I still think even on that second batch price for the quality of it, I still think
still wasn't bad.
The money. No. It's still worth it.
No, I would agree. I think it was only like 360, 70 quid. For the second
first
batch.
time.
It's really not bad. I mean, it's just not as good a deal as it was the original time around.
No, exactly. No, it's a great piece. It was nice to finally get to take a picture of it. Just have no time. Every time I go to think, I could take some pictures, and I'm like, nope, don't have time to do that.
Yeah, I've not had any time recently. I've been trying to catch up with One Piece, but I've just not had the time to get to anything right now. Work so manic. And Dean the Dream, I don't know if I told you this, like Dean started watching it after me. I was talking to him yesterday.
He's beat you now, isn't he?
Beat me? You're joking. He's already on like 628 or something.
Oh my God.
He completed it, mate. Completed it.
How? There was us going, you're going to finish it in a couple of years' time. And he's almost done it in like a couple of months, if that.
He's a machine. I don't
Dean,
know how.
You're incredible.
Dean the Machine. That's what we're going to call him from now on.
Dean the Machine.
Quite an impressive feat.
We've got Natalie Harris. Evening, guys. And David, hope you're both well. Hope coping with the weather. Yeah, it's bloody hot still.
Oh yeah, I've got tin foil on the windows, I'm blocking out the aliens as we speak, right?
Thank you very much. It has been very hot. It's not, I mean, I think we're on our third week now of this heat wave, and it's just not slowing down from the looks of it.
We're going to be picking up an AC unit for next time because it's not for us really. I mean, it's bearable in here now, but the dog's constantly. It's not fair on him. So we stayed at my parents last night because they've got an aircon in their bedroom. So, and we went to a concert. We went to My Chemical Romance last night. So,
awesome! Was it good?
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was really weird though because I remember seeing a video of Gerard Way about 8-9 months ago, and he was like quite podgy, and he was like standing with a fan quite awkwardly. I think he's definitely got a touch of autism, but he's a fantastic performer. I've never seen him live before, but it was like a completely different person on stage. Like he'd gone back to what he looked like in the Black Parade days. So it was weird, but it was really good, really good. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Good. I've never seen them live either, but I can imagine they're good. Their music's good, so
they are very good.
yeah, so thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Everyone that came from the start. Thank you, David, for joining me in the end, helping me not do this on my own. I do appreciate that. If you haven't, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe if you haven't. Obviously, go check out Sixth Scale Shills as well, but I'm sure you have already done that because that stream is great.
How much that shit?
No, definitely go. If you haven't, go check them out. Saturday at 9. It's a great show with David and Mandy. So, and Akira, literally just great stream. Going to watch John Wick 3 now. You know what? I might join you and watch a John Wick film.
Good shout. Good shout. It's a great film.
I might. But thank you very much, everyone. And I will see you next week back with Jim and Vita. Fingers crossed.
Oh, not that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.